There are 3 parts. So I hope you have your pens ready and your guide downloaded. If not, don't worry, you can download that guide later, but make sure specifically. And so one of the things that I realized was really important was the people that I had in my space, in my community, if you will. And I know that's kind of like a word that a lot of people are using, kind of just here and there. But when I say in community, community is in common unity, right? And it goes deeper than just being of like minds. Common unity means that we are driven towards the same thing. And so I created this community where I was with people where we were driven towards the same thing. And for me, that was coaching. So I want you to think about the people that you have common unity with. How can you identify that this is somebody that, yeah, we are absolutely driven to the same goal? Maybe it's your familial status. Maybe you're married or not married. Maybe it's that you're parents or not parents. Maybe it's your occupation. Maybe it's the audience that you serve. But think about, who is it that you can be in common unity with, in community with, all right? And remember this, okay? This is very, very important. When you talk about building relationships for community, you want to make sure that they are mutually beneficial. Okay. I tell you, there is nothing worse than feeling like you're obligated to serve in a relationship where you don't feel that you are valued or you don't feel that there is alignment. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I want you to remember that term, mutually beneficial. All right. Okay. So the next type of relationship are those collaborative relationships. All right. So yes, there's common unity. And let me tell you, these relationships don't have to be siloed and stand alone. They can also integrate with one another. But collaborative relationships are where people work together to achieve a defined and common business purpose or life purpose. All right. So for the sake of business, because I believe that many of us that are here today, we're entrepreneurs, whether we're coaches or not, we're entrepreneurs. And so let's talk about what a collaborative relationship might look like for you. So think about an event, or maybe you have a product that you're trying to launch or a program that you're trying to launch. For instance, this is a collaborative type of relationship. Stacy and I now is deeper than collaborative, but for the sake of the summit, right? There's an event that's going on, and her and I have this relationship, and now I'm able to collaborate with her and bring you all some value. So think about the types of events, the speaking engagements, the summits, networking events, things like that. Products. There might be some collaboration with products. Say you have a t-shirt line and it says this statement, this mic drop statement, this attention grabbing statement, and you know that there is a community of people who could wear this product and promote it out the bones. I know that not everybody is a coach, but it's an amazing, amazing resource that will help you set your systems up so that when it's time to build and develop these relationships, you have things in place that are going to make it a lot easier. All right. So I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that as well. But back to the client or potential client and customer, I want you to just make sure that you have a plan of action on how to nurture and continue to engage with this person. I'm going to tell you, as a coach, there are many people that have come into my space. They've heard my voice on Clubhouse, and they've seen some of my videos on some of the other social media outlets that I've had. Okay, we're going to get to that, I promise. All right, part 2. So let's talk about my 5 C's of relationship building, okay? 5 C's. You guys know how we liked numbers and we like alliteration, right? And I also like acronyms. Today I don't have an acronym, but I definitely got the number 5 and the alliteration, the C's, okay? Each one of these are going to start with the letter C. All right, I would be remiss not to have this one as the first C. Listen, y'all, we build and leverage our relationships with our content. Yes, our content. What content are you putting out there? Please tell me you are putting content out there. Comes a renewed and changed mind. Every single day, my expectation is that my mind is being renewed. So if my mind is being renewed every day, what I had to give yesterday is going to be different than what I have to give today. Yep. And so I want to tell you that it's okay. I want to encourage you. Share with the world what it is that you have to offer them, because God is going to always give you another fresh download later. All right. So share with them. Share with them your value. What do you already have in your hand? What can you give them that they are going to appreciate? Yep. That is how you increase your exposure, because they're going to eventually start talking about you and telling people in their life about you and telling their colleagues about you. So lead with value. Always offer value and do not be stingy with it. The other thing is, y'all, I believe we do not listen. We do not serve a God of lack. So give. Serve, give them value, and give them lots of it. That is one of the best ways that I can tell you to begin leveraging these relationships. All right. The first C of processes where there have been virtual connections in emails, via voice messages, and many different ways, and even like networking events. Don't be remiss to go to those networking events so that you can make connections and also help connect others. All right. The next C is conversation. All right. The way you do conversation, just for the sake of those who just need a little bit of clarity. Okay. And I hope this doesn't seem condescending, but I just, feel like I have to say this for somebody. The only way you can participate in effective leveraging conversations is to show up and serve in excellences, knowing how you can really meet their needs, even what they don't say. But I want you to pick up on some of their questions and pick up on some of the things that they say about their life. That way you're building these relationships, and it's not sleazy, it's not manipulative. But when they tell you, okay, this is for my coaches, okay, my coaches. When they tell you that they are under some financial stresses right now, and wow, they would love to work with you, they just, there's some things going on in their personal finances and they are trying to find a way. Please know they're telling you that they're trying to find a way, and maybe right now is not the right time. Don't get disappointed. Just keep showing up, keep communicating with them, keep striking up conversations to check in on them, because I promise you this, when the time comes and they are ready to make that move, you will be top of mind because you continue to have conversations with them. All right. Conversation. That's the third C. The fourth C, compassion. All righty. Do you guys remember many years ago when everybody was wearing those latex bracelets that said, "What would Jesus do?" Yes, I want you to think about Jesus and his high levels of compassion when it comes to building relationships. See, when it comes to relationships, and I didn't say this, there's a like, know, and trust factor. And one of the ways people get to trust you is when they can see that your heart is for them. All right. So how can you be compassionate when you show up for people? Right? Think about that. Go to the place where they are, right? Go, you may have moved on from that place, but there is something about where they are that resonates with you. And I want you to, don't be scared to go back to that place and sit with them where they are, and then show them how they can move forward. Show them compassion. Let them know that you understand your struggles. And I'm really going to trip you out because this is going to be for somebody. There are a lot of people who are real hush mouth about the experiences that they've had and what God has brought them over and brought them through. And I promise you, one of the best ways that you can show compassion to somebody is to let them know in truth how you understand their experience. Yeah, tell them your testimony so that they can overcome, right? We bring people along with us because the word tells us that you've overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. We want to make sure that people are moving in the right direction, and they can move in the right direction when they hear a testimony of hope, when they hear a testimony of faith, when they hear a testimony of favor. Be that for them. That's how you can show compassion. I'm telling you with every fiber of my being, this will come back to you. Yes, this will increase your visibility. It really, and it will increase your profitability. And I might even say it might not look like how you think, but I want to challenge you to be compassionate. That was the fourth one. And the last one is credibility. All right. And so how do we show up credible as we build and grow and develop new relationships? Well, use your testimonials. Whatever type of service, products, or thing you do for business, show the testimonials. How has what you do helped somebody else? Yep. And kudos and bonus points if you had video testimonials. Yep. Or audio testimonials. One of the best things about Clubhouse app is we have this feature, number one, replays. And number two, we have the feature of clips. And so when somebody says something great about you, your product, your service, your coaching, whatever it is, clip that or go back and listen to the replay and video and record that. Okay. Yeah. Get those testimonials out there. Tell people, you can be humble. I won't tell you about me, but I will let the testimonials tell you about me. Yes. You got to show your credibility, and you do that with those testimonials, video, audio, text messages, and post. Okay. Create posts. Content creator, create posts that show and demonstrate your capabilities to show up in a mighty way for people that you are building relationships with. Okay, Doug? All right, y'all. So that was part 2. I went over the 5 C's of relationship building: content, be the connector, conversations, compassion, and credibility. All right, so here is part 3, the final part of this, and we will be wrapping up here. Okay, in the end, when you do all these things, once you've identified the type of relationship that you're building and you've considered the 5 C's of relationship building, now I want you to know that you should see results. You should see results. Now, some of these results are going to happen immediately. Some of these results are going to happen a ways back or in the future. That's okay. Okay, that's okay. But I want you to know that your marketability will be increased as a result. There will be more eyes on your content. There will be more eyes on your YouTube videos because people are going to be sharing it. You offer high value, so they're going to want to share you with other people. You're going to be speaking into their lives. You're going to be giving them words from the Lord. I just know this and I just believe this. And you're going to be encouraging them in such a way that they're going to want to tell the world about you. They're going to want to work with you. They're going to want to subscribe to your channels and your email list. They're going to want to buy your products. I promise you, your marketability will increase because you are showing the human side of business. You are changing the game with how you show up, and you're doing it in excellence, and you're doing it the way our Father, that would make our Father so proud. Yes, and there is a reward for those that seek Him. Yeah, don't forget the word says that there is God is a rewarder of those that diligently seek Him. So as you are seeking Him and His instruction on how to leverage and build and grow and develop these relationships, you will be rewarded. There will be more eyes on you. Yes, I'm telling you, get ready for the spotlight. Get ready for God to use you in such a way that you are going to shine so brightly. And yeah, people won't be able to help but to look at you. The eyes will be on you. The eyes will be on your offers. The eyes will be on your services, and the eyes will be on your products. And as a result, yes, you will be you'll be more profitable. Now, I will say this. I want you to prepare, okay? Prepare. Make sure that you are setting yourself up and having your systems in place so that your capacity to receive all of God's abundance with the new eyes on you. Make sure that you have your things set up, okay? Remember that power pack that I talked about. Yeah, I have an amazing it's lengthy, but it's good. A video training for you on the systems, successful systems. Alrighty. I want you to make sure that your systems are in place, especially that nurturing system. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of systems that need to be in place, but that nurturing system is huge when we're talking about relationship building. Make sure that you have all of your systems set up. Also, you want to make sure that you are priced right. Okay? If you have any questions about how to price yourself profitably, listen, you're going to want to connect with me. Okay? We for sure are going to get you priced right. All right? Price yourself profitably. Listen, I cannot express that God wants you to be wealthy. You know, the word says that money solves all things. Money solves all things, right? So if you are somebody's solution, and we didn't talk about this, I know somebody in this summit is talking about this. If you are somebody's solution, if your product, if your service, if your business is the solution for somebody, the expectation is that you get paid. Yeah, you got to pay for the solution. Money solves all things. So you got to have money to pay the person with the solution so that they can have their problem solved. I'm just saying. So you want to make sure that you are priced so that you are profitable, that all your overhead is covered, and that now what you're doing is you're not pricing yourself so that your needs are met. You're pricing yourself so that you can be a giver, so that you have more money than you know what to do with, so that you can be a giver. Okay, this isn't the time for that. All right, but we're still talking about profitability. I want you all to be able to live in a way that you have never lived before. I want you to be able to give in a way that you have never given before, but that comes by being profitable. And that only comes by being marketable. And that only comes by creating content for the people that God has assigned specifically for you. And I know you can do it. I know you can do it. So in closing, guys, we covered these three parts. We covered the purpose of the relationships. We talked about the 5 C's, and we talked about what happens as a result. Alrighty. So I encourage you to make sure that you check out in the Power Pack, my unreleased, very exclusive training. I promise you, you're not getting this anywhere. Alrighty. Where I break down the 5 systems for coaching success. Alrighty. And it's great for everybody of all levels. And it's even great for people who are not coaches or are considering adding coaching to their already existing business as another stream of income. Alrighty. And for a connection to me, please know that the PDF that you were able to download today, absolutely no cost to you, my resource guide for this training, please know that you will be able, the PDF is clickable, so you can connect with me that way as well. So you all, I thank you, and I pray blessings over you, your content, and your business. I want to thank Stacy and the entire Fearless Creator community. Y'all, my name is Kellee Williams, and I'm a lifestyle management coach, and it has been a pleasure. Take care, everybody. Adios.